In 1995, a 10-year-old in Rosario, Argentina was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. Treatment cost $900 a month. His family could not afford it. This boy was already the most gifted young footballer anyone in Rosario had ever seen. Barcelona offered to pay for everything. In exchange, they wanted the boy. His father signed the agreement on a paper napkin at a restaurant because the club's directors did not have formal contract paper immediately available. That boy became Lionel Messi. 8 Ballon d'Or awards, 4 Champions Leagues, 10 La Liga titles, the 2022 World Cup. A career so decorated the debate about the greatest footballer in history begins and ends with his name. This is what that career looks like from the inside. Every rank, every stage, from the injection to the trophy. Rank 1. The Flea from Rosario, Argentina 1987 to 2000. You are born on June 24, 1987. In Rosario, the third child of Jorge Messi, a steel factory worker, and Celia Cuccittini, a cleaner. Football is the first language in this city, spoken before any other. At 6, you join Newell's Old Boys. Coaches notice immediately not just the skill, but the relationship with the ball. It looks inherited, not learned. At 10, the growth hormone diagnosis means you are falling behind physically while pulling ahead technically. The treatment stops and starts with the family's finances. At 13, Barcelona come. The napkin contract. The decision to uproot a family from Argentina to a city where nobody speaks your language. Your father says yes. You leave Rosario. You will carry the place with you for the rest of your life, but you will never live there again. In exchange for covering your medical treatment, Barcelona take the most gifted 13-year-old in South America. The boy who might not have grown to 5 feet grows to 5'7". The shortfall in height becomes an asset. Your low center of gravity and rapid change of direction will define your playing style for 20 years. Rank 2. Masia Barcelona. Spain 2000 to 2004. La Masia is residential, educational, and football-obsessed in equal measure. The boys here are the best young players from across Spain and beyond. You are homesick in a way that the people who knew you in these years documented clearly: the quiet meals, the constant calls home, the slow adjustment to a life away from Rosario. On the pitch it is different. Barcelona's philosophy possession-based, technically precise. Collective fits you the way a position fits a player who invented it. You see space before it exists. You pass before the option is obvious. You are already, at 14, that player. Barcelona advance you repeatedly through age groups. You train with older boys, score against older opponents. On October 16, 2004, at 16 years and 4 months, you make your La Liga debut against Espanyol. You are on the pitch less than 10 minutes. It is enough for everyone watching to understand that something different has arrived. Rank 3. The Emergence Barcelona, Spain 2004 to 2009, the goal against Getafe in April 2007, introduces you to the world. You receive the ball inside your own half, cut past 5 defenders, round the goalkeeper, and finish from an angle that requires the ball to go exactly where it goes or miss entirely. The full sequence, 60 meters, 11 seconds. Commentators compare it to Maradona's goal against England in 1986. The comparison holds up. By 2009, you win your first Ballon d'Or at 22. 38 goals in all competitions. You are becoming a reference point, the player against whom others are measured. The style is established, starting wide right, drifting into the half spaces where defensive organization is most vulnerable, from which you do things defenders have prepared for specifically and still cannot stop. The partnership with Xavi and Iniesta creates a supporting structure that amplifies everything you do. The ball arrives perfectly. The spaces are created before you ask for them. You are the tip of the most beautiful team football anyone has watched in the modern era. Rank 4. Barcelona, the Summit Barcelona. Spain 2009 to 2017, the 2011-12 season closes the statistical argument. 50 goals in La Liga, a record not yet broken. 73 in all competitions. These are not numbers in the normal range of what football produces. They are departures from the distribution requiring a different explanation than skill alone provides. Xavi said, "You see the game 2 or 3 seconds before everyone else." Guardiola said coaching you was the easiest thing he had ever done because you made the right decision before he finished explaining what the right decision was. The rivalry with Ronaldo elevates both of you. The Ballon d'Or alternates for a decade, which means neither of you is allowed a quiet year. The pressure is extreme. The results are extraordinary. The Messi front three with Suarez and Neymar produces 122 goals in 2014-15 alone. But Argentina remains unfinished. Copa America finals in 2015 and 2016 both lost on penalties. The 2014 World Cup final lost to Germany. After the 2016 Copa America final, you announce retirement from international football at 28 and sit in a press conference and cry. The retirement lasts weeks. The World Cup question stays open for 6 more years. Rank 5. The departure Barcelona to Paris, 2021 to 2023. The departure from Barcelona in August 2021 is among the most unexpected events in European football history. You have been at the club 21 years. You have scored 672 goals. The intention is to sign a new contract. La Liga's financial regulations, combined with COVID-19 economic damage, make it impossible. The press conference tears are real. The disorientation is real. We'll sign you on a free transfer. The theory of 3 elite attackers, Neymar, Mbappe, and you, should be unstoppable. The theory and practice diverge. Clubs do not play the collective football that Barcelona played at their best. The Champions League, the reason PSG spend what they spend, remains absent. What the PSG years demonstrate is a truth about how your genius operates not in isolation, but in an environment that knows how to receive it. Remove the context, and what remains is still extraordinary, but it is not the Camp Nou version. This is not a criticism. It is a truth. Rank 6. The World Cup Qatar. December 2022, the one that was missing Argentina lose their opening match to Saudi Arabia. What follows is a progression through the knockout rounds that builds like a narrative finding its conclusion. The final against France on December 18, 2022, is the greatest World Cup final since at least 1986. Argentina lead 2-0 with 15 minutes remaining. France scored twice in 3 minutes. Extra time. More goals. Penalties. Argentina win. You lift the trophy at 35 years old. 5 World Cup cycles. Every version of the criticism that the greatest club player of all time had never won for his country. The criticism always contained something true, that there was a version of greatness remaining incomplete. Now it is complete. In Rosario, in Buenos Aires, across Argentina, the celebration is on a scale national occasions rarely produce. The greatest Argentine player of all time is now an Argentine World Cup winner. The decade of pressure resolves in one evening in Qatar. Rank 7. Inter Miami. USA 2023 to present in July 2023, you signed for Inter Miami of Major League Soccer. In your first weeks, you scored 10 goals in 7 Leagues Cup matches, win the competition almost single-handedly, and remind anyone who needed reminding that the 36-year-old version of you is still the most technically accomplished player in whatever competition you enter. The cultural impact on American soccer is immediate and measurable. Mills viewership records break. Inter Miami merchandise becomes the best-selling in the league within weeks. Football in America has not had a moment like this, a player of this magnitude choosing this league. Your wife Antonella and 3 sons are in Miami with you. The family that followed your career across Rosario, Barcelona, Paris, and Florida is together in one city. The football continues on your terms, which is the only way it was ever going to end. Rank 8. The legacy, what 8 Ballon d'Ors and 1 World Cup add up to 8 Ballon d'Or awards. 10 La Liga titles. 4 Champions Leagues. 1 World Cup. Over 800 career goals. The records for most goals in a calendar year, most in a single La Liga season, most for a single club in history. And underneath all of it, the napkin, the growth hormone injections, the homesick boy in La Masia, the Barcelona press conference tears, the 29 years between a father signing his son's future on a restaurant napkin and a son lifting a World Cup trophy in Qatar. Guardiola said, "I have never met anyone who plays football like Leo. He is unique." Xavi said, "Playing with Messi is the easiest thing in football. You give him the ball and something good happens. Always, without exception, for 15 years. The boy who needed medicine to grow became the measure by which football measures itself. Not because he was the loudest, because when he had the ball in a stadium of 90,000 people, he did things with it that no one else could do, consistently, for 20 years. The Flea from Rosario, the greatest of all time.